Hello everyone, and welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. Today is a big day for Blizzard. Actually, this is a big week for Blizzard. Today, in World of Warcraft, we are having the Battle of Lordaeron, the week before Battle for Azeroth goes live. On Thursday, we are having the new summer event for Overwatch, and in Heroes of the Storm, we have a new patch with some changes, including a new hero attached to it, a new support hero. It is Inquisitor Whitemane, who is a range support, and it seems like she is based off of a disciplined priest from World of Warcraft, which I'm not very familiar with. I'd never played a priest. I was just never interested in playing a priest. I looked at the classes, and it was one of the classes that was like, I don't know if I would have fun playing this. So, forgive me for not having extensive knowledge on how a disciplined priest may work and how it translates to how they've designed this character for the game. But we're going to check her out. I did check her out in the PTR and, got some first impressions. It didn't look like they made any changes to her since she's been in the PTR. She's probably exactly the same. But we'll go ahead and take a look at her and see what she's like. High Inquisitor. As the High Inquisitor of the Scarlet Crusade, Sally Whitemane zealously leads her champions in a never-ending war against the undead. Under her guiding light, all who have been touched by the plague of death will be purged by her cleansing flame, no matter how much they protest. It's almost like Ragnaros. By fire be purged. Little tidbit, by the way. She dies at some point, and if you play a Death Knight in World of Warcraft, specifically in the Legion expansion, you reach a point where you get to recreate the Four Horsemen. And guess who gets to join those Four Horsemen? Inquisitor Whitemane. They raise her from the dead as a Death Knight and bring her into the fold as one of the Horsemen. So that is her current fate at the moment going on in WoW. Unless they decide to continue the Class Order Hall stuff in Battle for Azeroth. I have no idea if they will or not, or if they are literally going to leave those untouched. I would be very surprised if they leave those untouched, considering some of the stuff that happens in the Class Order Hall campaigns are pretty significant things that do need some kind of reaction or repercussions in the main story or something along those lines. But anyway, enough about WoW lore. Let's talk about how Whitemane has been designed for this game. First, before we do that though, let's take a look at her skins. This is her default look. Oh my gosh. She isn't hiding anything. Denias. Oh man. Lordaeron Whitemane. A bluish look, which I guess considering today Battle for Lordaeron is going on in WoW, it's probably fitting to use this skin today. Vengeful Whitemane. Twilight Whitemane. Purple. Scarlet Whitemane. Mainly white along with red tint. And then we have Celestial Empress Whitemane. I'm not sure what exactly this is a play on. It's kind of like that skin for Li Ming, where I was like, what is this supposed to be a reference to? But maybe it's not. Maybe they just, Warp Space Empress Whitemane. Look at her hair. It's a constantly changing, like, rainbow. What is this? Galactic Empress Whitemane. I do like that also on this, like, her clothes are, like, that's pretty cool. It looks really cool. Oh, it's also here on the staff. Look at that. Yeah, that's cool. I'm not sure what this is a reference to or what this is about, but it looks cool. Alright, her abilities. So, her kit. Her Q is Desperate Plea. Heal an allied hero for 145 and gain Desperation for 4 seconds. Desperation increases Desperate Plea's mana cost by 60, and it stacks up to 3 times. Her trait, Zeal. Whitemane's healing abilities apply Zeal for 8 seconds. Allies with Zeal are healed for 100% of the damage that Whitemane deals to heroes. So that's what I think I heard about how a Discipline Priest is kind of supposed to work, is that the more damage you deal, the more healing you do. Something along those lines. I might be wrong, but I think that's what I heard someone say. If you are watching this and you actually are more knowledgeable, like if you play a priest in WoW and you know everything about how a priest works, feel more than free to let me know the ins and outs about how this is supposed to work, how accurate this design is to, say, a Discipline Priest in WoW, the comparisons. Feel more than free to let me know in the comments. Her W, Inquisition. Channel on an enemy hero for up to 3 seconds, dealing 53 damage every half second and slowing them by 30%. So you get to slow them by 30% for 3 seconds, which can play into a number of things, obviously. Searing Lash, 5-second cooldown. After half a second, smite enemies in a straight line for 82 damage. If the first strike hits an enemy hero, a second strike will occur after a short delay. Her 2 heroics, Scarlet Aegis. Bolster the spirits of nearby allied heroes, healing them for 250 and granting them 40 armor for 4 seconds. That's a 60-second cooldown. That's pretty good. Now, it is important to know, and I tested this in try mode in the PTR, you can't target it. It's not like you can be able to look over and see your team from a distance and be able to target the circle right where they're bunched up. It activates where she's standing, where Whitemane is standing. So you have to be like in the middle of your teammates and then activate it in order to get them to be affected by it, because it comes outward from where she's standing. And I'll show it to you probably in the match we play. The other one, Divine Reckoning, 100-second cooldown. After 1 second, consecrate an area for 4 seconds, dealing 50 damage every half a second to enemies inside. 50 damage. Now, obviously this is baseline. I'm sure it's going to scale as the game goes on, but that doesn't really seem like that big of a deal, really. 50 damage. So that's 100 damage every second for 4 seconds. So that's 400 damage. Is that really going to be that big of a deal in this grand scheme of things? It doesn't really seem like it's going to be that effective. I think this, healing them plus giving them the 40 armor, is huge. I think this is the clear winner here between the two ults. Talents. This is where things get complicated. Martyrdom. Each stack of desperation increases Desperate Please healing by 30%. But you are going to be so, like, faster than any character in the history of the game. I'm not kidding. It's crazy how much desperation ruins her mana bar. Clemency. Activate to cast Inquisition on an allied hero, healing them for up to 371 over 3 seconds while channeling. Passive. Reduce Inquisition's cooldown by 3 seconds. That's a nice way to add an extra heal to your kit there. Righteous Flame. Searing Lash deals 50% more damage to enemies who are stunned, rooted, silenced, or slowed. Pity the Frail. Allies below 50% health receive 25% more healing from Zeal. That's not bad. That's not bad. Level 4. Unwavering Faith. Reduce Desperate Please mana cost by 30. So, nothing. Upon reaching 30 stacks of Desperation, gain a 250 shield for 5 seconds. So, hold on a second. Current mana cost 30. Reduce the mana cost by 30. Wait, what? So you just completely remove the mana cost. Okay. High Inquisitor. Casting Inquisition instantly removes all stacks of Desperation and restores 60 mana per stack removed. So once you have used all this, done the triple stack for Desperation, you then cast this and you get your mana back. It's pretty nice. That's not bad. That's a nice way to help out with your mana cost. Indulgence. Searing Lash's first strike restores 10 mana per hero hit, and its second strike restores 30 mana per hero hit. Level 7. Zealous Spirit. Upon reaching 2 stacks of Desperation, Whitemane gains Zeal. So she'll be able to heal herself as well. Fanatical Power. Activate to gain 50% spell power and lose 25 armor for 5 seconds. Wow! So you, of course, are making yourself more vulnerable. But if you keep your distance, all of a sudden you turn this support into an assassin. You know, with 50% extra spell power. I mean, that's the kind of thing that if you give that to Li Ming or Kel'Thuzad, oh my gosh. I mean, I can see some people favoring that spell power if they can come up with a strong damage build. Intercession. Activate to make an ally unstoppable for 1 second, gain 1 second. So it's a cleanse. It's a cleanse. And you get 1 stack of desperation. Huh. Level 13, Self-Righteous. Casting Desperate Plea on an ally heals Whitemane for 125. Does not grant Zeal. Huh. Okay. Harsh Discipline. Hitting a hero with Searing Lash while they are being targeted by Inquisition roots them for 1.5 seconds. Ah. Guiding Light. Whenever Zeal is applied to allies other than Whitemane, it grants them 20% movement speed for 2 seconds. 16. Radiance. Upon reaching 3 stacks of Desperation, all allies with Zeal are healed for 200. Shared Punishment. Upon casting, Inquisition can chain to an additional enemy hero near its target, dealing 35 damage over half a second. Lashing Out. Searing Lash's second strike deals 25% more damage and reduces Searing Lash's cooldown to 1 second if it hits a hero. And level 20. Scarlet Crusade. Scarlet Aegis heals for 50% more and makes allies unstoppable. It's a team-wide cleanse. Oh my gosh. You can cleanse your entire team. That is incredible. Judgment Day. Divine Reckoning deals 50% more damage and pulls enemies to its center the first time hit. No, not good enough. Scarlet Aegis and Scarlet Crusade are clearly the clear-cut winners for 10 and 20 when it comes to ults. Now let's take a look at the other 20 talents though. Subjugation. Inquisition reduces all damage the target deals by 75%. Oh my god. Can you imagine doing this on someone who on someone who's about to do a big like a Chromie while she's trying to do her wombo combo? All of a sudden her damage just goes to nothing. Oh, that's amazing. Speaking of which, Chromie was one of the people who got some changes today, including Stukov. Purge the Wicked. 40-second cooldown. Activate to blast an enemy hero with Holy Fire, reducing their armor by 25 and dealing 300 damage over 4 seconds. So, the 300 may not sound that big a deal, but keep in mind, this is going to scale once you get to level 20, and the fact that it reduces the armor makes it even more impactful, because they take more damage from it. She has great level 20 talents. Really great. So, this, it just, Alright, let's get into a game. Let's see how her kit works, how it operates, before we can figure out what kind of build we'd want to do here. Let me go ahead and turn the audio back on for the game. I can tell you right now, this is probably a hero I'm not going to be playing regularly. I'll probably level her to level 5, but I don't see myself ever getting very comfortable playing a character like this. This is not, like, really my style of a support. I'm sure, like, now, if someone knows how to play her, I would love to have her as a support if she's in the right hands. Like, if I go into Hero League and someone wants to be our team healer as a Whitemane, I'll be like, hey, dude, if you can play her, by all means, because she seems strong. So, I just would not be the one going, oh yeah, I can play Whitemane in ranked play. No, that's more than likely not going to be me. She is not really my style. So what would I want to go with here? So, hold on. So, let's see. So her E has this range, looks like this. and it would then go the other direction if it hits a hero. W, of course, it's a target. Q is also a target. So you see still a red thing? So let's see. Desperation. Boom, boom, boom. Look at my mana bar. That is crazy. Huh. I don't know if I would ever want to go with an E build or E talents. Ooh, applying that slow on someone like a Sergeant Hammer. I like that. Oh, look at that. That second strike. Oh, man. Let's go... let's go with Clemency. Alright, so it does become an activatable thing. And I can challenge it on Gul'dan to try and give him an extra heal. Okay. So look at that. I was I was able to out-sustain a Sergeant Hammer there. Because I put my Desperate Plea, my Zeal on myself. And I just kept doing damage and it kept healing me for more. Alright, let's see here. Let's try this. The casting after removing all stacks restores mana. Does it have to be a hero? No, just casting it. Oh, I can't cast it on a minion. Oh, no. Well, this is testing, so... Not really sure if I'm doing this right, but... Oh, maybe that did give me back the mana. It's like you have to like really pay attention to your mana bar. Now, of course, remember, I am not at all saying that I think that she might be a bad character. I think she seems like a great character. I just don't think she's going to be a good character for me. You know, we all have our own playstyles and preferences, and I can already tell that she's just not really one of those characters that would fall under my preferences. Alright, let's see here. So I would take Intercession, of course. It's like almost mandatory that if you're going to play the support and they have a cleanse, you take the cleanse. And now I cast... Ah, okay. So look at all my mana coming back to me. Okay. Okay. I can see why that talent would be really good. Does it also work? Oh, I think it worked with Clemency. I think that it worked that way as well. Get back here, Jaina, so I can... There we go. Although I don't know if I did it in time. I can't tell. It's like you have to watch your mana bar to like really pay attention and check it.
How I despise this place.
Of course, this isn't... Your E is not really going to be a good wave clear ability because, well, you need to hit a hero in order to get to cast twice, so... Right. She laughed so much. Oh! It's like, my goodness, Whitemane, bring it down a bit. All right, so Scarlet Aegis. So as you can see, it emanates from where she's at, and the range is very short. It's very small. Look at that, got all my mana back. That is good. That is a great way to help save your mana. You just heal them up and then quickly cast Inquisition. Now, of course, you have to make sure an enemy's nearby in order to cast it, or you could just do it with an ally, right? Yep. So you can just use Clemency to get all that mana back. That's quite a bit of healing when you think about it. Let us get this camp. So that's how the ult looks there. Healing, extra mana. That's enough! We don't be working for free! Okay. Get back here, hammer! Oh, the hammer ruined my cast there. Alright, I can turn in my 2, get another turn in. So let's see how she's doing. It's not bad. What is our new brat doing? Oh, fell in the water. Get back here, Ragnaros. There we go. Healed you up and you gave me back my mana. Okay, let's see here. Heals for Whitemane. Does not grant Zeal. Whenever Zeal is applied to allies... Nah, let's go with Self-Righteous. I like the idea of, like, just keep healing allies. I'll also be able to heal myself. By fire, be purged! Just be able to keep on healing. It's great. Give him the 3 stacks of Desperate Plea. Use Clemency to keep healing him even more, and then get the mana cost back. Okay.
The Inquisition progresses.
I think I'm starting to get the hang of it here. At least in terms of a healing build. I don't know about a damage build, but... Yeah! Out of the way! Oh, the maw! There we go. Uncivilized brutes. Alright, let's see. At level 16. Chains to a nearby enemy. I like that, considering how often I'm, like, doing the 3 stacks. Look at how much I just healed it for a new Brack. Whew. Okay.
Let's see how you handle 2 chests at once.
Do all that healing, get myself some mana back, give them some armor and heals. And put that. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. You just keep on going here. The fact that you're also able to have the cooldown of your Inquisition reduced. I forgot to use Clemency to get my mana back. Now I'm oom. I'm oom, team, I'm oom! Run, team, run! Sippy cup. There, I was like, is Ragnaros really gonna survive that? Without me there to help keep him alive? Come on. Come on. Gul'dan and Lila like, we just gotta turn in the coins. That's all we gotta do is just turn in the coins and we'll be good. So I think yeah, so I don't know if this is going to be a go-to healing build, but it seems pretty good.
Seems we've reached an accord. Let's show
Being able to reduce the cooldown, and then, which goes into this, so you can get your mana back when you can do the triple stacks of Desperation more often. And then, of course, pick up the Cleanse. It seems pretty strong. Pretty good. It's gonna take a little bit of practice, but I can definitely see what's going on here. And then I use that on him. So that way, in case you don't have an enemy nearby to use it on to get the mana back, you can just give it. You can just get it from an ally. Alright. Meanwhile, my team is fighting up there. They are all super low. If only their healer was nearby. Boom! I shall heal you. Whew. Okay. The enemy AI characters just keep on dying. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I probably didn't get a chance to mention this, but they actually changed Blunt Force Gun where it no longer damages structures. So now the whole use the orbital BFG to just attack. That's not a thing anymore. You can't do that anymore because it no longer damages structures. It's only meant to attack enemies. So they've changed very much how Hammer works in that regard. Alright, level 20. We'll go with Scarlet Crusade here. Heals more and grants unstoppable. That's just wait for that to be like a huge thing. Like, that counters so many different characters, like Jaina's Ring of Frost. Like, yeah, that's gonna be a thing that completely counters it now. If all your team gets hit by the Ring of Frost, you can just boom, Scarlet Crusade. That's it. You're all cleansed. You're fine. That's just so strong. Like, on paper, when you think about it, in theory, whether or not it's going to be that strong or impactful, that remains to be seen. But you can always kind of, like, see the potential of what some of these kinds of ults and such can do in the game. Like in your mind, like, you can start picturing, like, how this would work, how this would counter what. So, yeah, Whitemane seems pretty strong. She is a little, like, a tad bit complicated to, like, really kind of learn how she works and, like, really get a feel for her, especially for someone like me who never played a priest in WoW. But that build, I thought, really helped. The fact that you won't have to worry that much about your desperation, because you can just use it to just stack up the desperation, to stack up the healing, and then you can be able to use Clemency on an ally or Inquisition on an enemy to get all your mana back. It just seems really good. And then, of course, you add in the ult, which just grants armor and unstoppable level 20. I mean, that's so good. That is so strong. I can definitely see Whitemane, once people get her to level 5, of course, she is going to be, I think, possible first ban material, like, as this goes on, like, in Hero League. Alright, so the build we tried out today: Clemency, High Inquisitor, Intercession, Scarlet Aegis, Self-Righteous, Radiance, and Scarlet Crusade. I don't know if this is going to be the go-to healing build. Some people may even not go with the healing build. They may go with the damage build to try and go the whole, well, if I do more damage, I do more healing route, so I'll increase my damage as opposed to increasing your healing. But we'll see how, I'll see how that gets received, how it goes from the community, what Hotslogs ends up deciding is the build that a lot of people went with, or what is the most successful build. But yeah, Whitemane seems pretty good. So, it's going to be very interesting to see how she ends up getting ranked amongst the rest of the supports in the game these days. I think right now, Rhaegar has actually gotten a bit of a resurgence ever since they made some of the changes to, like, his mana costs and such. He seems to have gotten back to being stronger. Stukov, I gotta take a look at the new Stukov. Stukov received some changes, and I gotta see, like, how he works now, how much he's changed. Deckard Cain, still pretty strong. Lucio and Alexstrasza, also still strong. Anna's still strong in the hands of right players. Brightwing, of course, still strong with the polymorph in certain situations. Karazim can also still be pretty good. Uther, Lili, and Malfurion, they're in weird spots. Like, no one, it's hard to get a feel on them. I still enjoy playing Lili, but I know everyone's like, oh, Lili is terrible. And Uther, well, because of his cooldowns and such, he's just not able to be as effective in the current state of the game right now. So I think Whitemane is definitely going to end up getting a spot pretty high up. I don't know if she'll be top tier. I'll have to wait and see what more top level and pro players say, but she seems pretty strong. So I will see you guys when the next hero comes out, or when they have a new big rework. I'll see you then.